Beta oxidation of fatty acid is commonly seen in which of the following options? Options are A. Peroxisomes, mitochondria, ER; B. Peroxisomes and mitochondria, C. Mitochondria, and D. Only peroxisomes. So the correct option will be option number C, that is only mitochondria. So this beta oxidation of fatty acid, it is a metabolic process that involves the breaking down of the long chain fatty acids into progressively smaller chain fatty acyl coenzymes, okay, to produce the energy. So in the beta oxidation, it occurs in the mitochondria of the eukaryotic cells, whereas it occurs in the cytosols of the prokaryotic cells. So over here the correct option will be option number C, that is mitochondria. Question number 2. Which of the following protein is not involved in the absorption of cholesterol in small intestines? Options are A. NPC1L1, B. LDL receptor, C. CAT2, and D. ABCG5/G8. So the correct option will be option number B, that is LDL receptor. Since the absorption of cholesterol in the small intestine, it is a complex process that involves various proteins like NPC1L1, ACAT2, and ABCG5/G8. So these are the proteins which are required, and over here they are asking the following protein which is not required. It's LDL receptor. Option number B. Question number 3. Cholesterol and fatty acids absorbed from the intestinal lumen are packed into which type of lipoproteins and secreted from the enterocytes into the lymph? So options are A. Chylomicrons and HDL, B. Chylomicrons and VLDL, C. HDL and LDL, and D. HDL and HD. So over here the correct option will be option number A, that is chylomicrons and HDL. So after being absorbed into this intestinal lumen, this cholesterols and these fatty acids, they are packed into these chylomicrons and are secreted from the enterocytes into the lymph. Even these chylomicrons are the lipoprotein particles that are transported, dietary lipids that transports actually the dietary lipids from the intestinal to the other parts of the body. So over here the correct answer will be option number A. Question number 4. Carotenoids can be primarily stored in A. Adipose tissue, B. Liver, C. Adrenals, and D. Testes. So the correct option will be option number A, that is adipose tissue. So these carotenoids, they are the type of pigments which are found in the plants and that can be converted into the vitamin A. They are primarily stored in the adipose tissue of the body's fat tissue. Okay. Over here, correct option will be option number A, that is adipose tissues. Question number 5. Which of the correct color matching in the chromatogram? Options are chlorophyll A yellow green, chlorophyll B yellow orange, xanthophyll yellow, and D carotenoids bright or blue green. So correct option will be option number C, that is xanthophyll yellow. So they are asking about the correct matching. So chlorophyll A, it appears bright or blue green in the chromatogram. Chlorophyll B, it appears as yellow green in the chromatogram, and carotenoid, it appears into yellow to yellow orange in the chromatogram. So correct option is option number C, that is xanthophyll yellow. Question number 6. Which of the following is responsible for the butterscotch flavor? Options are A. Dimethyl sulfate, B. Hydrogen sulfide, C. Diacetyl, and D. Acetate. So the correct option will be option number C, that is diacetyl. So butterscotch flavor, it is due to this diacetyls. Whereas this dimethyl sulfate, it is a chemical compound which is used as a methylating agent. So it is not used as a flavoring agent, and even it is a toxic chemical. Whereas hydrogen sulfide, this is a chemical compound which has a characteristic rotten egg type flavor or smells. Okay, so it is not used in the butterscotch flavor. Whereas acetate, it is a group of compound that can contribute to other flavors of food, but they are not specially associated with the flavor of the butterscotch. So over here the correct option will be option number C, that is diacetyl. Question number 7. Which of the following imparts the rose flavor? Options are isobutyl acetate, isoamyl acetate, phenyl ethyl acetate, and decaproate. So the correct option will be option number C, that is phenyl ethyl acetate. So the rose flavor, it's due to phenyl ethyl acetate, whereas the isoamyl acetate, it imparts the fruity banana like odor. Whereas isoamyl acetate, this is a chemical compound which is known as a banana oil and has a strong odor which is similar to it. And caproate, this also imparts a flavor. It can be said as a fatty acid ester that is responsible for the flavoring of the goat cheese. So the correct option will be option number C, that is phenyl ethyl acetate. Question number 8. Which enzyme is extracted from papaya? Options are A. Ficin, B. Bromelain, C. Rennin, and D. Papain. So the correct option will be option number D, that is papain. So the ficin, actually ficin, it's a proteolytic enzyme which is derived from the latex of the plant genus Ficus. Whereas bromelain, this is also a proteolytic enzyme which is derived from the pineapple part. And rennin, it even this two, ficin and propylene, it's used in the meat tenderization purpose. Whereas rennin, this is the enzyme which is used for the production of the cheese. It is extracted from the stomach of the young ruminants. So the correct option will be option number D, that is papain. Question number 9. Cream of tartar used in baking powder is, options are malic acid, tartaric acid, fumaric acid, and none of the all. So correct option will be option number B, that is tartaric acid. This tartaric acid, even it acts as a leavening agent to this baking powder. So malic acid, whereas malic acid, this is a naturally occurring substance which is found in the fruits and vegetables. Notably, it is found in the apples. So it contributes to the sour taste to these fruits, and even it is used as a food additives to enhance the flavor. Whereas this fumaric acid, it is used as an acid regulator in food and products, and it is not specially associated with the baking powder. So over here the correct option is option number B, that is tartaric acid. Question number 10. Enzyme activity is conducted to determine its A. Live, B. Transpiration, C. Activity, and D. None of the all. So the correct option will be number C, that is activity. So enzyme assay, it is a laboratory method which is used to measure the activity of an enzyme. So this enzyme activity, it measures the quantity of the active enzymes which is present, and it thus depends upon the various physical conditions which it should be specified to it. So over here the correct option is option number C, that is activity. Question number 11. Which is used for curing of meat? Options are sulfate, B. Nitrite, C. Propionic acid, and D. Lactic acid. So the correct option will be option number B, that is nitrite. So this nitrites, they are the common compounds which are used in the meat curing, whereas these are added to the meat for the prevention of bacterial growth, and it gives a pink color to the meat. Whereas this propionic acid, it is a naturally occurring organic acid that is used as a preservative in some other foods, but not usually in curing of the meat. And lactic acid, it is also an organic acid which is used in other preservation, for preservation of other foods, say in fermented foods, but not in the curing of the meat, for the preservation, for its preservation. So the correct option will be option B, that is nitrite. Question number 12. Phytates bind the absorption of sodium, potassium, iron, and selenium. So correct option will be option number C, that is iron. So when actually these phytates, these are the naturally occurring compounds which is found in the plant seeds, legumes, grains. So they when bind with the certain minerals in the digestive tract, what happens, they reduce the absorbability of the body. So when it binds with the sodium or potassium, when phytate it binds with the sodium or potassium, what happens, it does not occur much significant to our body, since these two minerals are present in good amount in our body. When it binds with the iron, what happens, when it finds in the iron, there will be a reduction in the iron content in our body, and there will be a deficiency of anemia which will occur in the body. So the correct option will be option number C, that is selenium. Question number 13. Brucellosis is also known as, options are A. Malta fever, B. Typhoid, C. Food infections, and D. Food poisoning. So the correct option will be option number A, that is Malta fever. Whereas this typhoid, this is a different disease which is caused by Salmonella typhi bacteria, and this food infection, it refers to the illness which results in the ingestion of a food containing the live bacteria, and it continues to grow in our stomach, that is our host, and after being consumed that contaminated food. And this food poisoning, it is a general term that refers to the illness. It results into ingestion of this contaminated food, but typically it is due to the toxins which is produced by this bacteria rather than the bacteria themselves. So over here the correct option will be option number A, that is Malta fever. Question number 14. Alkyl esters of para-hydroxybenzoic acids are called as options are parabenes, B sulfurous acids, C natamycins, and D none of the all. So over here the correct option will be option number A, that is parabenes. So alkyl esters of para-hydroxybenzoic acid, they are also called as parabenes. However, they are widely used as a preservatives in pharmaceutical industries, say in cosmetic industries, in food product industries, because of their antimicrobial effect. Even these parabenes, they are also known as the endocrine disruptors. Okay, so the correct option is option number A, that is. Question number 15. What is the relation which is very important to kill the microbes? Options are temperature humidity relation, B pH acidity relation, C time temperature relation, and D none of the options. So the correct option is number C, that is time temperature relations. So this is the relation which is very important to kill the microbes. Whereas in temperature humidity relation, what happens? These factor can influence the growth of the microbe, but they cannot directly relate to the killing of the bacteria or the microbes. Whereas in pH acidity relationship, what happens? The acidity level can inhibit the growth of the microbes, but it cannot directly relate to the killing of these microbes. Whereas this time temperature, it is related to the death or the killing of the microbes. So correct option is number C. Number 16. In cryogenic freezing liquid, gases are used like options are A carbon dioxide, B nitrogen, C both A, B, and D oxygen. So correct option is number C, that is both A and B. So in cryogenic freezing, what happens? This liquid gases such as nitrogens and carbon dioxides, they are commonly used. So the correct option is number C, that is both A. Question number 17. What are the substances which are not intentionally added to the food but are present in food as a result of production and processing? So the options are adulterants, additives, contaminants, and none of the all. So correct option is number C, that is contaminants. So contaminants are the substances which are not intentionally added to the food products but are present in the food as a result of production and processing. Whereas what does the term adulterant refer? So these are the substances which is intentionally added to the food products. This can be due to increase in the quality of the food product or decreasing in the quality of the food product. Whereas additives, these are the substances which are added intentionally to the food to improve its taste, texture, or preservation qualities. Okay, and this contaminants, we know that this contaminants, these are not intentionally added to the food products. So number C is the correct option. Question number 18. What is used as a forming agent in different fruits? Options are sodium chloride, sodium hydroxide, calcium chloride, and none of the all. So the correct option will be option number C, that is calcium chloride. So these forming agents, these are the food additives that are being added to precipitate the residual pectins, thus strengthening the structure of the food products and preventing it to collapse with each other during the processing. So these calcium salts, calcium or its salts like calcium chlorides, these are used as a forming agents in different fruits. So correct option is number C, that is calcium. Question number 19. Mineral binding agents are known as options are sequestrants, option B emulsifiers, C contaminants, and nutritive additives. So the mineral binding agents, these are known as sequestrants. Whereas emulsifiers, these are the substances which are used, which help actually to mix the into immiscible liquids, say for example oil and water. So what happens? They actually reduces the surface tension between them, and this further leads the food to create a smooth uniform texture and to prevent the separation of the ingredients. Whereas these contaminants, these are the unwanted substances which are present in the food during the environmental or during processing factors. So they can be harmful to the human health and may cause foodborne infections or illness to a extent. Whereas these nutritive additives, these are the substances which is added to the food to provide the nutrients which is lacking in the diet. Say for example, they can be used for the fortification purposes with vitamins, minerals, or other essential nutrients which is lacking in that food product. So over here the correct option will be option number A, that is sequestrants. Question number 20. Radiation sterilization is called as options are radiorizations, B radicidations, C radaptorization, and none. So this radiation sterilization, these are known as radiorization, that is option number A. Question number 21. What helps to improve the filterability and appearance of food? Options are clarifying agent, moisturizing agent, thickeners, and anti-caking agents. So correct option is clarifying agents. So these clarifying agents, these help to improve the filterability and the appearance of the food products. So next, moisturizing agents, these are the substances which are added to the food to prevent them from drying out and maintaining a ambient temperature or a texture and the freshness to the food product. Whereas thickeners, these are the substances which is added to the food to increase its viscosity or create its thicker texture. Whereas anti-caking agents, these are added to food to increase their flowability, so from the clumping together. Okay, so the correct option will be option number A, that is clarifying agent. Question number 22. Food processing spills give rise to off flavor and food spoilage. So options are organic deposits, alkaline deposits, acidic deposits, and inorganic deposits. So correct option is option number A, that is organic deposits. So organic deposits, these are the residues which is left behind after the food processings are composed of organic matter such as protein, fats, carbohydrates. So when these are they may cause the discoloration or off flavors or spoilage to that food products if it is not properly removed. Whereas in the alkaline deposit, what happens, if it is left behind after cleaning, these alkaline detergents, say for example calcium or magnesium, they might cause the scalings and or the corrosion in that equipment if it is not properly cleaned. Same to that acidic deposit, that they may cause, if an acidic detergent is used and if it is not properly cleaned, there might be the corrosion of equipments if it is not properly removed. And in inorganic deposits, these are due to such as, say for example calcium, iron, magnesium, so they may cause a scaling, corrosion, discolorations of the food products if not properly removed. So over here they are asking about the off flavors and food spoilage, so this is due to the organic deposit. So correct option will be option number A, that is organic deposit. Question number 23. The typical characteristics of a colloidal are, options are A, small particle size, B, electrical charge, C, affinity to the particles of water molecules, and D, all of the options. So correct option will be all of the options. Since the colloidal particles, they may carry electrical charges, say for example it can be either positive or negative, or this colloidal particles may have affinity to water molecules. So this is due to the presence of this polar or the charged groups on their surfaces. Or this colloidals, typically it can range from the size, say from 1 nanometer to 1 micrometer. So this can be in the cases of solid, liquid, or gases. So all these points, these are typical characteristics of the colloidals. So the correct option will be all of the above. Question number 24. Vitamin K activity is found in a fat soluble compounds called, options are phospholipids, B, tocopherol, C, naphthaquinone derivatives, and D, menanoidins. So the correct option is number C, that is naphthaquinones derivative. So this vitamin K activity is found in a fat soluble compound that is known as naphthaquinone derivative. Even it is a class of organic compound which has many applications in dye, in pigment, in pharmaceutical industries. Whereas this menadione, it is a synthetic form of vitamin K that is used as a supplement or in a fortified foods. So it is known as it is also known as vitamin K3. And this phospholipids, these are composed of glycerol molecules, two fatty acid chains, and a phosphate groups. Whereas this tocopherol, it is a vitamin 3, and it is an antioxidant which can help protect the cell from damage caused by the free radicals. So the correct option is number C, that is vitamin naphthaquinone derivative. Question number 25, which is also known as the accessory dietary factor. So options are fats, vitamins, proteins, and hormones. So the correct option will be option number B, that is vitamins. Okay, with this we have completed 25 questions of GATE Excel food technology subjects. If you have any questions or doubts regarding this 25 questions or other questions, you can comment down below. And if you like our videos, you can share and with your friends. You can subscribe our channel, and other social media links, it's given in the description box. So till then, enjoy learning. Thank you.